Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They go back to Murray on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They come up in an offset eye. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Carr now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Carr going to throw out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better than that.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Brissett, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And
he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there for the Patriots. 38 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll get 19 yards there, and it'll be first down, New England. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep working. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. And he puts it through. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking deep for Crabtree. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing his car up, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Brissett. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Brissett. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now 1st down following that long game. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Carr with a give to Murray. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Carr will look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Defense showing blitz. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll they'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
To throw his car, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. 3 yards left to grab here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Going for the deep ball. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The play fake, he'll look to throw, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Brissett. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Back now in the East Bay. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And cuts out, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Hey, boys, we got four down. We ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds Roberts left side. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
throw on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Here's Carr to throw. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They come out here in the eye. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Shipped together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to the air here after the INT. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
All right, here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. That one goes for 24 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Murray the lone setback. Throwing now is Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Carr again. Here's Wolford over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's got, and now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Come on, let's go.
Now a toss play to Lewis. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Here's Carr, finds Roberts left side. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. These short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football to control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.